The West talks about hustle. Work harder, grind more, wake up earlier, do more. And yet, most people who follow that advice end up burned out, behind, and still wondering why nothing is actually changing. Meanwhile, Japan, a country that built some of the most disciplined, productive, and consistent systems in human history, never really talked about hustle at all. They built something better. They built a philosophy. Here are 8 timeless Japanese concepts that quietly destroy laziness and why they work when everything else doesn't. Number 1, Futai-ten, unwavering commitment. Here's the real reason most people never follow through on anything. They leave themselves an exit. I'll try this for a month and see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, I can always stop. Maybe I'll do it when the timing is better. The moment you leave yourself an escape route, you will eventually take it. Your brain knows the door is there, and the second things get hard enough, uncomfortable enough, boring enough, it will walk you right through it. Futai-ten is the concept of unwavering commitment, the Japanese understanding that real decisions are made once, not renegotiated every morning when motivation is low. The move is this: make the decision, then remove the option to quit. Not because quitting is never right, but because when quitting is always available, your brain treats every difficult moment as a valid reason to use it. Remove the option, and the only direction left is forward.
Number 2, Shu-ha-ri, learn, break, transcend. A lot of people skip to the find your own way stage before they've actually learned the fundamentals. They freestyle before they've learned the rules. They innovate before they've mastered the basics. They call it being creative. In reality, they're just avoiding the unglamorous work of actually learning something properly. Shu-ha-ri is the Japanese framework for mastery, and it has 3 stages that cannot be skipped. Shu, learn the system. Follow the rules exactly. Don't improvise. Don't shortcut. Just absorb. Ha, break the system. Once you've truly mastered the rules, you start to understand why they exist and where they can be bent. Ri, transcend the system. At this level, the rules are inside you. You move freely because you've internalized what took others years to understand. Most people want to live at the Ri level without doing the Shu work. That's why they stay average. You can't skip levels. The foundation isn't optional. It's the whole game. Number 3. Wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. Perfectionism looks productive. It really does. You're tweaking, you're refining, you're making it better. It feels like work. But most of the time, perfectionism is procrastination in a lab coat. It's the story your brain tells you to justify not shipping the thing, not starting the project, not putting yourself out there until conditions are perfect. Conditions will never be perfect. Wabi-sabi is the Japanese philosophy of finding beauty in imperfection. The cracked bowl repaired with gold, the asymmetrical garden, the rough edge that makes something feel real. The rough version that exists is always more valuable than the perfect version that never gets finished. Done beats perfect, every single time. Not because quality doesn't matter, but because something that exists can be improved. Something that lives only in your head helps nobody, including you. Ship the thing. Fix it after.
4. Konjo, gut spirit. Real commitment isn't made when you're motivated. Anyone can stay consistent when everything is flowing and the results are coming and life is cooperating. Real commitment is revealed when things become uncomfortable, when the results aren't showing up yet, when excuses appear. And they will appear, they always do, and you have a completely valid reason to stop. That's the moment Konjo shows up. Konjo is gut spirit, the Japanese concept of a deep inner toughness that keeps you moving when your feelings have already checked out. Not motivation, not inspiration, just the quiet decision to keep going because you said you would. Most people quit when excuses appear. Konjo means expecting the excuses, planning for the discomfort, and continuing anyway. The hard moments are not obstacles to your commitment. They are where commitment actually lives. Number 5. Ma, the purposeful pause. Here's one of the most misunderstood concepts in productivity culture. Rest is not laziness. Unintentional drifting is laziness, checking out without deciding to, scrolling for 3 hours because you couldn't figure out what else to do. That's lazy. But deliberate rest, intentional recovery, that's a performance strategy. Ma is the Japanese concept of purposeful pause, the space between efforts, the silence between notes in music that makes the music meaningful. In the context of how you work and live, Ma means recognizing that recovery is not separate from progress, it is part of the system. Your brain consolidates learning during rest, your body repairs during rest, your creativity resurfaces during rest. The best ideas don't come while you're grinding, they come in the shower, on the walk, in the quiet. Schedule your rest the same way you schedule your work. Protect it, make it intentional. The pause is what makes the next effort stronger.
Number 6. Kaizen, continuous improvement. Big goals create paralysis. You know this from experience. I'm going to completely transform my body this year. I'm going to learn a whole new skill from scratch. I'm going to overhaul my entire routine starting Monday. And then Monday comes, and the size of the gap between where you are and where you want to be is so overwhelming that you don't start at all. Or you start big, burn out in 2 weeks, and quit. Kaizen is the Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement, and its core principle is deceptively simple. Get 1% better today. Just 1%, not 10%, not a complete transformation. One tiny, almost invisible improvement. Shrink the action until the resistance disappears. Then do that. Then repeat tomorrow. 1% better every day compounds into something unrecognizable over a year. That math is real, but more importantly, small wins create momentum. And momentum is what actually carries people through the long stretches where big motivation is nowhere to be found. Stop chasing massive change. Start collecting tiny wins. They add up faster than you think. Number 7. Ichigo Ichie. This moment happens once. Today will never happen again. Not a version of today, not something similar. This exact day, with this exact version of your energy, your circumstances, your opportunities, the people in your life, the options in front of you, exists only once. And most of us are living it like it's going to replay, like there's a tomorrow that's basically the same but slightly more convenient, like the right moment is coming and we're just waiting for it to arrive. Ichigo Ichie is the Japanese concept that translates to one time, one meeting. Every moment is singular. Every conversation, every opportunity, every day, it passes once and doesn't return. This isn't meant to be anxiety-inducing. It's meant to be activating. Don't waste this version of your life waiting for conditions that are never going to be perfectly aligned. The moment you're in right now is the moment you have. Use it like it counts, because it does, and it won't come back. Number 8, Tenmei. Move first. Find purpose along the way. Most people are waiting for clarity before they take action. They want to know exactly what they're working toward, exactly what their purpose is, exactly what the path looks like from start to finish. And until they have that, they stay where they are. But here's what nobody tells you. Clarity rarely comes first. Action creates clarity. Tenmei is the Japanese concept of heavenly calling, but its deeper wisdom is this. Purpose is often discovered, not planned. You don't think your way into meaning, you move your way into it. The person who figured out what they were supposed to do with their life didn't find it sitting still waiting for a sign. They tried something, learned from it, adjusted, tried again, and somewhere along the way, they found the thing that felt like theirs. Move first, learn along the way. Purpose shows up when you're already in motion. Conclusion. 8 concepts, ancient wisdom, still completely relevant right now. The West talks about hustle. Japan spent centuries building systems for it. Futai Ten, commit fully and remove the exit. Shuha-ri, master the fundamentals before you freestyle. Wabi-sabi, done beats perfect every time. Kanjo, Stay when it's difficult. That's when it counts. Ma, rest intentionally because recovery is part of the system. Kaizen, get 1% better today and repeat tomorrow. Ichigo Ichie, this moment exists once. Don't waste it waiting. Tenmei, move first and let purpose find you. The goal was never to work harder. It was always to work smarter, commit deeper, and stay longer. That's how average becomes exceptional. Pick one of these tonight, the one that hit hardest. Write it down, put it somewhere you'll see it tomorrow morning, and then actually live it. Subscribe to Inner Clarity, new video every week. And if this one changed how you see your own laziness, share it with someone who needs to hear it.